Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading a Katsuki listener by me. So let's get into it. Katsuki was rather stunned when he noticed the change in your behavior. After all, the two of you were lovers, and he was supposed to know a lot about you, and you were supposed to be closer to each other than anyone else, and there was no one that was supposed to be able to come between you two. But it seems as if maybe that's not really the case here. Because something or someone was keeping you away from him. And you had to figure it out. He had to know who and why this was happening to you. Every time he asked a question or tried to approach you, he was met with you just ignoring him, and avoidance, and a lot of deflection. Are you okay, Wayan? He would ask. And of course, you would smile, nodding. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be, Katsuki? I don't know. You tell me. Well, there's nothing to tell you, because there's nothing for you to worry about. You say, but he's not satisfied with that answer. You were lying to him. Lying, while looking into his eyes. Just how could you do that? A lot of things come into his mind and none of them is good. So, he doesn't know what it could be. And at that point, he doesn't know what he wants it to be. He doesn't want it to be cheating on him. And he does not want it to be hiding anything from him. Could you be scared? But what would make you scared enough to hide things? And then, there were other signs that he noticed that were sure to affect his own judgment of the situation soon. The vomiting. The way you seemed to be so sick whenever you ate something in the morning, or even if you didn't. You seemed rather exhausted, and quite different, more irritable. There were a lot of things, and he was not sure. But when he mentioned those signs, one of his friends had jokingly said that maybe you're pregnant. And of course, Katsuki denied it, telling him there was no time for such things. But on the way home, he kept on thinking about it, over and over. What if you were? What if that was the truth? What if you actually were pregnant? What would become of you then? What would the two of you do about it? He had no idea. He had no idea if he actually wanted this to be real. Or if it scared him too much to actually want the possibility to be something. But it was no longer a possibility. It was something with evidence. It was the only thing that he would want to hide from him that made sense. And right now, it seemed closer to a fact than a possibility. And that's why he decided to be transparent with you. Wyan, we need to talk. About? You say. Your voice a little bit nervous, but he couldn't care about that any longer. Not when you were hiding things from him. Things of that importance. We need to talk about what you're doing and what you're hiding. Katsuki, are you being dramatic again? Because I seriously am not in the mood for it. You're not in the mood for anything, Ryan, he says, and he's bothered by it. You can tell. I need you to be honest with me. Are you pregnant? He says, and as soon as those words leave his mouth, it's like you've frozen up entirely. You look at him, your mouth open, in a perfect O shape, and then you close it, and your eyes are still stunned, like you couldn't believe you had actually just said that. Am I what? You heard me. Are you pregnant, Ryan? No, Katsuki. What would give you that idea? You say, but you were trembling, your voice shaking. and you could not lie to him any longer, looking down in shame. How would you know? Who told you? No one was supposed to know. It was only Mina. What you're saying is you told Mina before you told me. Is that right? Well, yes, it is. You say, but he seems so upset at that it hurts. And then you have to explain. Look, Katsuki, I was too scared. You weren't ready for children. You never discussed the possibility and you never seemed to want it. And now I'm terrified of what could become. Of us. Of me. If I tell you that I'm carrying a child right now. Would you leave me? Would you not want it? Those questions, they kept bothering me and terrifying me that I couldn't tell you. I was trying to be brave and tell you and find the right time, but my fears got the best of me. But just know that I didn't mean to hide it. At least, not forever. You tell him. You spill out your heart to him, telling him your thoughts, your fears, your worries. And Katsuki listens. In fact, he's glad you're saying so much. And once you're done, and you're expecting him to still be mad at you, and you're about to apologize once more, he shuts you up with a kiss, wrapping his arms around you and pulling you into his arms. Alright, no need to say more. I think I understand why Anne. You do? I do. I can't say I'm still not angry, but I'll try. I'll get over it. But your feelings are understandable. And I can't say that I'm not exactly that easy of a person to talk to. I've had my own reservations about a family. But right now, they're not that important. Not when you're actually, pregnant and all. He says, and then he kisses you again, peppering your face with kisses. But I want you to know something, Wayan. He says, pausing in the middle, your giggles making his heart a lot lighter, and the blush in your cheeks, making him smile. I need you to trust me a little bit more, and know that no matter the situation that you're in, I would never leave you behind. Much less our new child now.